No, go ahead.
This is the Shinneral.
Yeah, this is the Shinneral conglomerate.
Okay.
Okay, so we don't want to go off trail, but should you get permission to go off trail, if you go back over there, right along the edge, get into sandstone.
Jasper.
See, the Shinneral conglomerate has two facies, or two kinds of units. The conglomerate and the sandstone. Sandstone is over there. You see some pieces, you see over there? There's some pieces sticking out. You see where I'm pointing? Way over there. Anyway, there's petrified wood in it. There's petrified wood in it.
Okay, that large.
Yeah. Okay, you see the big white rock?
Yes.
You see okay, to the left, down, and then there's a white blotch. To the left of that and closer to us, there's a little ridge.
Oh.
You see the ridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the sandstone. That's a sandstone unit of the Shinneral conglomerate, and it has petrified wood. In it. Above it is the petrified forest member, and that's this embankment there. The embankment, pretty far. I wish we could get closer. We went all the way over there when Harold found the Metapasaur vertebrae. Fossils were found. Not only by Harold, but again, a whole group of students came out from UNLV. They had permission to go in there, and they found more. They were really looking for a skull. Nobody's found it yet. Now above that zone, and this is the best exposure, you have the Moenavi Cayenta. That's the red bed. You see those red beds there, nicely exposed. And up in Utah, that's a big, the Moenavi is a big dinosaur horizon, footprints and fossils and everything. I talked to the state paleontologist of Utah, and I told him we have the same formation here. There, you see the gray rock? There's your camera. Is the weak rock behind us that makes up, do you see that mound over there, that clay? We'll take a look at that. That's where they found the Metapasaurus. Wow. Now, the Shinneral conglomerate has two lithological facies, we call them facies. The conglomerate and then the sandstone. And the sandstone has petrified wood in it. So see if you can go out there and find the petrified wood. Go check it out. See if you can find petrified wood.
Because it was all around Eastern Oregon, too. Charles.
That's some?
That's from an old camper in his tent station.
There's a piece, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one. You can see some petrified wood here. Remember the giant log with some here?
Through here.
That's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, watch out for what the petrified.
There's actually quite a bit of it. There's more over there. Not that you, yeah, you see it.
Petrified.
Of course, you're not supposed to take anything. Yeah, you know that.
Look at that one. Copy that. Thank you. That's a pretty piece just sitting here. Right.
Now that's a piece of chert. Now that looks like might be an artifact. You know, an Indian.
Yep.
Somebody put it there.
That's
You
what I
know,
was thinking.
it looks like
It doesn't look like it belongs here, right?
It doesn't really belong there. It's a piece of chert, and it could be a tool, an Indian tool or something. I don't know what it's doing there. Somebody found it and stuck it over there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So this is a petrified wood. Be sure to leave it here. So this is still part of the Shinarump, and then we have the contact with the petrified forest member of the Chinle Formation. And above that is the Moenavi, which is mostly covered, but it's exposed over there, just above the petrified forest. And then you have the Kayenta, and then you have the Aztec sandstone. And sitting on top of the Aztec sandstone is the Cambrian Bonanza King, which was thrust up over the top of it. So above it is the Moenavi, which is considered Jurassic now. And these were mostly lake lacustrine deposits that were laid down, you know, again, pretty humid climate. We saw the Metaposaurus. Remember the picture of, you know, it lived in a freshwater lake. And so let's take a look at, do you see how soft the sediment is?
Yeah.
Just really a weak deposit.
That looks like one of those marbles almost.
That's what I was thinking when I kicked it.
Yeah, asking. Pretty round.
If you find a Metaposaurus skull or dinosaur bone, because dinosaurs were alive at the same time, that would be great.
So right around this area.
Right? Yeah, that's where we found it. It was actually washed down. We found it down there. It was washed out.
And it was just laying on the ground?
Just laying on the ground.
Wow.
Good old Harold. He's a very observant guy. You know? Yeah. So, there's the petrified forest.
Is this one of those marbles?
Oh yeah. Now this is, yeah. This is a Moki marble. This is a concretion, beautiful concretion. You can see the circle. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a concretion that weathered out. Yeah, it almost looks like a, you know, something else, but that's a concretion.
These are the
Hey, you see, yeah, here are the concretions. You see how they're, good, thank you. You can see how they're more resistant. This, where did this rock come from?
Uphill.
Yeah, it came from, this is the Aztec sandstone. It just came down. Just all the way from that cliff. Boom, boom, boom. You wouldn't want to be here when it happened. But there's some desert varnish on it. You can see some of the, concretions that are weathering out. And since it's iron impregnated and more resistant to erosion than the sandstone, so it stands out in relief. So these little balls will weather out, like marbles, like the one you found. One of the best exposures of the Chinle, probably the best of the Kayenta, the red unit that, you know, when you're driving down the 159 and you look, you see the red unit, you can see it very clearly, the contrast. And then the Moenavi is probably mostly buried under there. It's probably that red unit there, right there. See it? And then above it, it's hard to tell the difference between the Moenavi and the Kayenta. Here, maybe they're mapped together, just mapped together. In the USGS map, it's called Moenavi Kayenta because it's hard to tell. So what is the gray rock sitting on top there?
limestone.
Limestone, Cambrian limestone, 500 million years old. And how did it get there? Keystone Crust Fault. Right. So that's about it.
And it's older than...
So if you have any questions? Okay. So let's head back and have some lunch.